Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Heat 2002. Kind of. Not really. I've been so frustrated for the past 3 or 4 days that I've put myself in this situation. It makes me so angry when this shit happens, but this is a whole new level. And there's already other shit going on in my life that's making me depressed. But whenever I want to record a YouTube video, I open the Elgato software on my computer to record the raw game footage, just the game. And then I get with my remote, I press the input button on there to change it to the game footage because the computer is also plugged into the TV. Maybe I should invest in a monitor and not just have a TV. Maybe this shit wouldn't happen then. I don't know if it'd be a very good investment though, because I'm not that popular. I don't bring in that much money through monetization and ad revenue. But once that's going, I press enter on the keyboard, because that is my shortcut to start recording. And then I press the start recording button on the phone. This phone right here, that is recording this video. And that's how I'll get on my face cams. And then I play the game and talk to myself like a freaking nut job for half an hour or so. Whenever I'm done, I stop the camera and I press enter again, and then it stops recording. Same button to start and stop. Oh my God, we're getting somewhere. And then I change the input back to confirm that I have recorded game footage. And well, what happened whenever I went to record the past 2 episodes of NASCAR Heat 2002, I sat down to do race 10, California, race 11 at Richmond, our first night race. Oh man, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Whenever I changed the input back with this remote, I realized the program was not even open. It auto-saved both those races and the qualifying sessions because it has to save the qualifying session, which doesn't even work in the first place. I put on this big series that people enjoy watching, and then it just collapses in on itself. Now, the next episode will come out, and people will be like, well, I don't think I'm interested anymore because the last 2 episodes, the last races, I didn't even get to see them. And I feel like that really ruins the potential, as if it already doesn't lose potential as you started. The first episode is always the biggest one. The Daytona 500. That's any Let's Play in any game. No genre, it don't matter. But let's get into this. So, I went ahead and got back into the game to recreate some of the occurrences that happened to me or other drivers while I was doing these races and make some clips to pop up in the video. Make it a little artsy, since I can't put effort into the actual races that I was trying to record. I hate myself. But the 10th race of the season at California was a 500 on 10% race length. That is 25 laps, just like, Thunder 2004 or whatever. So I start from tail of the field doing the last of first challenge. A green flag comes out. And I think in the first half of the race, I worked my way up to about 6th place. And as my tires were getting worn, I finally say, just before everything goes to shit, that I was having an easy time passing cars in turn 3 compared to turn 1. And turn 1 is just, the AI, they go all the way down to the bottom, then they go all the way back up to the top, and they swerve back down to the bottom. They all do the same train of nonsense, and I'm just trying to find my way in there. And on worn tires, I tried to dive past Warburton in turn 1, and I just washed up the track completely, took him out, destroyed the front end of his car, ruined his race, and he'd been having a good season. He ain't anymore, because I'm so stupid. So the caution comes out, and I head down pit road to get 4 tires, full tank of fuel, repair the damage. And it's a pretty long pit stop repairing the damage, of course. I destroyed that car. Whenever the restart comes out, it's single file. So in the second half of the race, I wasn't able to climb as far as I did whenever I started it. I got up to about 12th, 13th, 14th, I guess. And my tires were getting worn. So I'm like, okay, it's a battle to defend and try to stay up to 12th or whatever. And then I realized I wasn't going to make it on fuel. I was 1 lap short. Everybody was 1 lap short. So we all headed down pit road with 1 lap to go in the race. And Mark Martin's just blowing up. And he's already not been having, that great of a season. It's kind of fallen off for him lately. So now he's just falling way down the points, blowing up. I work my way into pit road, and of course, I short pit. I take less fuel, 2 tires, and I didn't repair the damage. I didn't really have that much. You just kind of scraped some cars the second time. When I was coming off pit road, Dale Jarrett just parked it on the exit, and I came off 4th. And then I pulled out from behind him, took off, and we finished 3rd place. Bobby Labonte dominated with Jeff Gordon right up behind him, and he won the race. So, I could have lost more points finishing back in 12th while Bobby Labonte won and led the most laps. But that's how that went. And then we have our first night race of the season. Race 11 at Richmond International Raceway. Why does this have to happen right here? Along with California Speedway. That's not one race. That is 2 races. I'm so fucking dumb. Oh my god. But at least we have 2 Richmond races in this season, just like we do in real life these days. I guess that's just never changed. I don't know if it ever will, but yeah, you will get to see a Richmond race later on during this NASCAR Heat 2002 season with Dale Jr. Probably like race 23 or something, because it's a 31 race season. Some tracks aren't even on the schedule. Anyways, I click the qualify thing and let everybody do their qualifying, and we go ahead and start last for our last to first challenge. Green flag comes out, and Kenny Wallace is to my inside. It's never Kenny Wallace. It's usually Elliott Sadler, Kevin Harvick, maybe Mike Wallace, the worst guy in the game, last in the standings, or Ken Schrader. I think it was Ken Schrader at one point. But no, it was Kenny Wallace. This is some freaking foreshadowing. Remember this. Kenny Wallace starts to enter inside. And I start going through the race, and I progress to the field slowly because the guys in front of me are slow as shit. The guys behind me are fast, so I just keep getting running over and have nowhere to pass people. Why is that always the trend with Richmond races and NASCAR games? I don't freaking know. And I start to realize that everything is just way out of scale. Like, it was like a stop motion track. The whole track just seems like way smaller, and the car is like way bigger than it should be. I'm shifting down to third gear every damn turn, even on fresh tires. And on worn tires in some games, I guess that makes sense. But in this one, it's like everything is just so much shorter. And then, of course, on the apron, you've got this freaking banana curb thing. I know Kamikaze hates that. Also, Kamikaze kept on texting me while I was trying to record this. He was texting me about super hard tires and Gran Turismo and whatever. And yeah, I was not super hard for how all this turned out, I can tell you that much. But we get about halfway into the race, and I've climbed up to 5th place. So yeah, I could probably win this thing. But we keep on going and going, and they're just not pitting. And I'm not pitting because I'm waiting for some caution to come out, and I don't want to be tracked a lap down because I'm taking my pit stop when I should be. But then my right front tire is burning red. I'm like, okay, if I don't pit, I'm going to be the caution, blowing my tire. So I head into the pits, and I have an easier time heading into this pit road than I do others. But yeah, we're going down, and I pull into my pit stall. They start changing the tires, and speak of the devil. In turn 1, I see smoke flying. It's Kenny Wallace blowing a tire, crashing into the outside wall. And I was already a lap down whenever this caution came out. So I'm trying to leave pit road, and they won't let me go because it's a caution. So the other car's got to pass, and the pace car's got to go. I fall 2 laps down. Kenny Wallace is 1 lap down, and we come to the restart, and I have no other option than to finish 24th place last. And Bobby Labonte wins the 2nd race in a row. Oh my god. He didn't dominate this one, but he did win again. And John Andretti somehow finished right behind Bobby Labonte after all this. I guess he gained a lot of positions on pit road or some shit. And I was just saying a few episodes ago, I think, that if anything happened to Bobby Labonte and me, and we just fell to the back and whatever in races, then it would closing things up with 3rd place, 4th place, 5th place in the standings, a close championship battle early on. Well, it didn't happen to Bobby Labonte, just me. And John Andretti closes in on me in points as well, so now I am 113 points behind Bobby Labonte and 18 points in front of John Andretti. And the next race will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, or Lowe's Motor Speedway, for the Coca-Cola 600, longest race of the season. So at least that is a night race. We'll still get to have a night race next episode. I'm really sorry I ruined this for you guys. I'm so freaking mad with myself right now. I mean, I guess there's also to recall about Mark Martin. His just championship keeps getting worse. Ward Burton, I just sent him back big time with California. And then you've also got Dale Jarrett, who's improving. Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon are getting back in there. And Kurt Busch is recovering as well, I suppose. And that's how all that is going. And it's just been so difficult lately because, I finally, I move into this house and I've got my own house instead of, being in an apartment or being in a freaking hotel or my mom's house and shit. And then I've just got stuff going on at work to worry about. And I wish I wasn't bringing that up in the series because I feel like it really makes it dated more than it already is, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, thanks for watching this if you did. And hopefully you stay tuned to see the next episode of NASCAR Heat 2002. And I need to start taking out the memory card whenever I record and putting it back in whenever I'm done. I don't even think it matters if I forget to save the game after I record some videos. Then I can still go back and do it again, as opposed to what happened this time. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.